Welcome out to the Finish Line Tower here at the Boathouse District. Dave Morris alongside Mike Knopp, Executive Director of the Oklahoma City Boathouse Foundation, and my new friend Amanda Robinson. Your title?
I'm the sales manager here at the Boathouse District.
And that's exactly what we're going to talk about, is some of the event spaces that are available for all sorts of things, from weddings to parties, corporate events, training. There's no shortage of ideas that we can come up with. But first, last week we spoke about the Barton Audio Sports Experience, which was this past weekend at the Cox Convention Center. You were there. I stopped in briefly and spoke with Bart Connor. How did it go?
Well, I thought it went great. There was just a ton of kids all over the place doing all the different activities, lots of interactive just sports and things that for kids to learn about it. Maybe to expose them to things that they hadn't done before. And in our case, we had the indoor rowing and kayaking championship, and so we had like 105 kids from just our programs that were in elementary schools, on like from Norman to Ripley, and to so kids from all over the area, and they just had a great time. And then we had our high school kids and some of our elite athletes, masters, corporate rowers race as well. So.
Very good. That was the Barton Audio Sports Experience from this past weekend. Looking ahead to future events, and Amanda, I'll let you give us, what's your elevator speech when somebody says, hey, what are the various places that are available out there at along the river?
Sure. So the great thing about the Boathouse District, we have event spaces for all sizes of groups. This is the Finish Line Tower. We can hold groups of up to 50 here. And then we have the Devon Boathouse that can hold groups of up to 200. So any size of group can be accommodated here. The beautiful thing about these spaces is that when you book an event space, you can also package them with any of our group experiences like team building, passes, dragon boat rentals. So you can have your meetings in the morning and then go out and play in the afternoons.
Not a bad deal at all. More information can be found at riversportokc.org for these. What are some of the examples of things that people have taken advantage of so far?
Yeah, absolutely. We do lots of corporate meetings out here. They're great for all sizes. They'll come in, do a meeting in the morning. We have some great AV that they can use to do presentations or speeches. They'll break for lunch and use one of our great caterers, and then they'll go out and do one of our team buildings. Our most popular is definitely our whitewater team building. It's about 3.5 to 4 hours. We'll do some on-land activities, and then as a group go whitewater rafting for some fun, high-octane activity.
Not too many people can say, hey, I had a meeting today and I hopped on some whitewater rapids as well, right?
Well, it's really unique, and it's really, frankly, unique in the country, in a downtown area, to have not only a great place to meet, but then you can go do these experiences that are kind of like these quintessential team building activities, from rafting to climbing on the ropes course to rowing and dragon boating. And we really have it covered, and so I think not only is it a local, destination for companies in this area, but I really think it's regional and even national for maybe retreats that companies want to take and come to Oklahoma City, stay downtown, use our facilities. So we really think there's a big opportunity for that down the road.
Speaking of that, what are some of the sizes that can be accommodated at the various structures here?
We can accommodate groups of any size, all the way from 8 people, and we've done all the way up to a couple of hundred people. Okay. So just depending on what you're interested in, how much time you want to spend out here, there's tons of activities. We can find something great for those groups.
There actually is another scale of this. These are the indoor events, but if somebody wanted to have their company picnic, for example, we've got all the grounds, and you could use the island in the Whitewater Center and have all your employees out. And so it's just it's a very unique thing to have in our backyard here in Oklahoma City, and to engage your employees, work on leadership training and teamwork and those kinds of things. I think we have that covered. So.
Tell me about the building we're in right now. I remember when this opened, the dedication for the Finish Line Tower, that it had a multi-use plans for it. Has that been the case?
Absolutely. I mean, that's, I think, one thing that is so unique about this place is it's all so authentic. I mean, it's a Finish Line Tower for a reason. 2 floors below is where we have all this timing equipment, and there's a line in the carpet that goes, and then the finish line's right here, and so all the races end right here, and so we have that we take care of that, and we've got a media center downstairs. We also have, of course, our event space up here. So again, it's more than just a Finish Line Tower, and then outside we have a kiosk, and we do outdoor movies. So we project against the building, and so we've done a lot of community movies in the summertime that we want to continue to do. So one of the things that also is, I think, very unique about this space in terms of just bringing your company out and having an event or a retreat is the fact that we are an Olympic training site. Again, it goes to that authenticity of the place, and so you could be in the Devon Boathouse, the high performance center, use the indoor, the rowing tank that's used for our elite that we use for our elite athletes, and high altitude chamber, various, we've got a whole area for rowing machines. So we've done things where we've staged races with people, and you get a little rivalry going within your group, and it's always a lot of fun. People just have a blast with that. So I think that just is, whether it be kind of an athletic experience that they want to have, or just adventure, go rafting or zip lining and climbing, all of those things. We can do a lot.
And as I just remembered, some of the unique selling points is the view. Every one of these facilities has a fantastic view. Here at the finish line is pretty panoramic.
It does. The finish line tower has a view of Oklahoma City that you can't get anywhere else. You can see all the way down to the south side, the beautiful view of the river, and the sunsets that you can see from up here are just unparalleled, so they're great for evening events. And then all of our other spaces have great views of the river, so anytime there's things going on the river, you can see those while you're eating lunch, while you're having a meeting, and it gives you a totally un-Oklahoma feel to your event.
Yeah, that's well said.
Where we can really blow it out. We can turn the stadium lights on. Where else can you do that? Turn the stadium lights on, and for your corporate retreat. So
even a gray day like today, it still looks pretty fantastic. All right, you have an event coming up that's kind of bride specific.
We do. We have our Boathouse Brides Open House coming up on Sunday, February 26th. That'll be from 1 to 4 p.m. We'll have the Finish Line Tower open for tours, as well as the Devon Boathouse and CHK Central Boathouse. We'll have people to answer questions. We'll have some vendors set up, try some great food from our caterers, and see some other vendors for your event or your wedding.
So anybody's welcome to join this, right? Or to take a tour?
Yeah, absolutely. It's open to the public. It's completely free. There's no cost. You can actually register in advance on our website, or you can just show up and we'll get you set up.
Very good. What a fantastic place to have a wedding. Any of these facilities would look really nice.
Yeah, I think one of the great things, too, we always go back to, again, we're a nonprofit organization. We have these beautiful facilities, multi-use facilities, again, used from, all of our programs or elite athletes, but then to get married here, it's unique. But also all the funding, all the support that all the funds that we raise through those initiatives go to help support this cause too. It helps support those elite athletes and those youth outreach programs that we have. So I think that's an important factor too to always keep in mind.
Good stuff. Mike, Amanda, Greg, who's standing off camera, thanks as always for seeing you guys. Great to meet you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
More information can be found on their website at riversportokc.org.